for something completely different. We move across to Apple TV Plus for a new sci-fi comedy called Murderbot. And here's a clip.
I am a security unit, or sec unit. I was built to protect and obey humans, and humans are idiots. But now that I've hacked my programming, I can do whatever I want, as long as they don't find out.
Yes, Apple TV Plus is back at its best as usual. Great production here. It's a pretty sinister sounding name, isn't it, Murderbot? And it's a pretty sinister, at times quite creepy watch, really, because it's a sci-fi comedy and there are some sort of comedic lines in there for, the script is a bit comedic in places. It's dry comedy, I would say, so those kind of just saying something, and if it lands with you, it does, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. I think some people will like it, some people won't. I thought it was quite funny in places. But actually, the undercurrent of this it is just this sort of sci-fi, but also quite creepy sci-fi. So it's based on the novels by Martha Wells, and it's a 10-part series. And it's set in the, very, very distant future. Although with AI, I think all of us kind of have these kind of fears and worries that any moment in time our life could be ruled by bots. And it's a time when humans have colonised the solar system. So this kind of interstellar travel is very common, very usual. It happens. And cyborgs are used for all kinds of tasks. So the bots, basically, they are used instead of people, and that's the fear, right, that they're going to take our jobs. So these bots are there looking after your security, construction, moving things. They're capable of absolutely anything. But there's a security cyborg. It's called Sec Unit, and it overrides the programming. And again, how many times do you hear with AI, for example, the bot's a bit cleverer than we thought it was, it's learned a bit more, a bit quicker than we thought it would. This kind of plays on those sorts of emotions, I think. And these bots, these Sec units are programmed to obey orders from humans. But what happens when they can override that and they don't have to obey your orders? Well, things change, including the idea that these bots might have emotions, which is even kind of weird. And now this particular bot gives itself the name Murderbot, and is absolutely aware that if anyone finds out about the fact that they know about freedom and they don't have to do what they're told, then this could really be a bit of a problem for the human world. And this is what this is about. That's the kind of fundamental start of where this is. And so you can see how humans are kind of like, they catch on a bit like, it knows, this is a bit odd, I've noticed something a bit strange, but seems to care. And it's really quite scary, and it's looking at you, it's got eyes, it's very real. So I think it was actually, for me, a genre that I don't particularly love, but actually it nailed it for me. I found it quite scary, as I say, and the idea that one day, could our world look like this, Ian? What did you think?
I liked it. It's very different because, as you say, the title makes you think there's going to be like a robot on a killing spree, although there are some flashbacks where you wonder, did that happen? But it's mainly about this cyborg sort of having an existential crisis, I guess, and it's working for these sort of hippie colonists. And yeah, as you say, the issue is if the cyborg lets on that it's sort of escaped its programming, it'll be deactivated. So, but what's quite funny is that really, although it does wonder about humans and how weird they are, all this cyborg really wants to do is just watch episodes of this sci-fi soap opera, which you see clips of, which is very funny, called Sanctuary Moon, where one of the characters is saying to another one, "Did you sleep with that robot?" And it's great. So it's very different. It's very unusual. I mean, it reminds me slightly of, in Hitchhiker's Guide, there was Marvin, the paranoid android, who was a depressive robot because as he said, I've got the brain the size of a planet, but no one ever asked me to do anything difficult. So yeah, it's really highly original and very different and unexpectedly good.